Hey everyone, it's Lilac. Thanks for coming by. I had a few things on my mind tonight. Um, just for starters, I apologize that this is the best video quality I can get, kind of spur of the moment, but I was cooking dinner and I just felt like someone needed a message. So I skippity dippity in here and grabbed some cards on my way. So I picked up the Celtic Spirit Oracle. I'm not sure if I've ever used this deck, honestly, but we're gonna maybe try it out tonight. So I'm just warming that deck up. Literally, honest to goodness, you guys, I don't even have a plan. I don't even have tarot cards. Like, I have a couple of tarot decks I picked up, but they're not my usual ones. So I'm like, look at me. I'm taking it out of like a paper box. Like, what is happening? Oh wow, nice images though. All right, this one will do. So I'm pretty sure this is just a deck of cards that Luke bought for me. Darkwood Tarot. They're very nice looking cards, really dark. So we're going to use this tarot deck apparently. And we'll do a 10 card Celtic cross. So if this video caught your attention, I'm feeling, well, first of all, let me just put this out there. Some of you who are my friends who know what I do, know I read tarot, know I get predictive messages and all this crapola that, anyway, regardless of how you feel about it, that's what happens. And sometimes I share it. And now I have like some friends from work who are on my Facebook, so I apologize. I'm the weirdo. But welcome in if you're here. Whoop. Slippery. Yeah, so I just heard time is slipping through my fingers. Someone's feeling like a feeling of despair. I'm very sorry to hear that. That has me a little worried. If you're feeling a feeling of despair, you're not alone. Maybe this video is engaging you for a reason at the moment, and maybe it's to remind you to pull yourself back from the edge of despair, take a wider view of situations. And also I'm getting a clarification that it's not as serious as all that. So somebody that may be hearing this message it's not at that level where they're so stressed out in that way, but it's like someone experiencing at like, what is it? An abnormal amount of stressors that are starting to accumulate in the body, giving tension and sickness and distraction and just a general change in this person's personality. I don't know why I'm saying this person, but I do. I just feel like somebody needs a message. That's it. It's just as easy as that, guys. All right, so I got a few more decks that I grabbed on my way through. I've been really vibing with the archangels, so I grabbed my Archangel Michael deck. In addition to my abilities with tarot, I'm also a certified angel card reader. Not that a person needs to be certified, but what in the heck? I took a certification course and it was hella fun. Most important thing that happened there for me was, just meeting my various spirit guides. But Michael is one for me whom I rely upon greatly. So I brought out my Archangel Michael cards. I, honest to goodness, haven't had these off the shelf in many years, I think. I may have recently grabbed them and pulled a card. I can't even recall, but like honestly, just they've been tucked away. And this one, which I adore because my daughter went to Salem and she was like, I'm going to bring you back a gift, Mom. And I said, I'm into oracle cards now. And so she brought me this enchanted map oracle deck. So thank you, Ani. I've loved this deck. It says explore your life's journey. Very fitting for her with the little key there. So something's coming through about like a Sagittarius who's got this lust for life. All right, this person has a lust for life. Yes. What about it, Spirit? Yeah, so the Enchanted Map, right, is the deck I have in my hand as this message is coming through. So someone who might need to hear a message tonight is a person who has a lust for life, a thirst for adventure, wants to push past. They're clarifying you're not feeling like it's limits, but reasonable objections. And apparently this Sag or Sag-like individual who has a lust for life feels the need to please those around them, so they can't just like break away and do as they wish. So we go back to that feeling of a sense of despair, but not on that level, more of a, I really want something to shift or change. I want to find a new outlet. I want to take a new path. And they're showing me like this wide path that branches off into smaller paths. And those are the paths we speak of, not getting off the main path. You know, this isn't the energy of someone who needs to, look at me, I haven't even freaking turned any cards over yet. You're on the main path. You wish to go on these side quests. Okay, that's a good way to put it. Thank you. A side quest. So you want to go on a side quest. So it's not that serious. You see what I'm saying? But, okay, they want me to explain why the feeling is intensifying. The feeling is intensifying not because there's something wrong with your main path. That is healthy and good if you wish it to be, because it is your story and your universe, you're creating it. But they're not speaking of that. They are trying to explain to you the subtle nature setting in upon you in your energy body. Say it a different way. You're getting more sensitive to energy movement in your general atmosphere. And so the distance between what you desire and what you allow is closing in, and there feels to be more pressure, but nothing is wrong. They really want this to be a reassurance, like you don't have to make drastic decisions or major life choices. You simply need to recognize, I was going to say identify. You simply need to recognize that it's okay to be in this, what you might feel as an in-between, because you don't feel decisive, you don't feel allowed, you don't feel free to do, but you understand that it's an okay place to be, with the caveat that things aren't intensifying, but the energies are becoming less dense. They're becoming more intermingled. So it's more the emotional body around you and within you that's changing. And I'm hearing that this is accurate and true for many people, not just this sense of adventure person. Okay, so let's see what we're gonna do here. I also did take out this Tarot Draconis deck. I think this is an actual tarot deck also. Let me see. So that's what it looks like. So if anybody doesn't know how into dragons I am lately, I'm really into dragons. All right, this is a beautiful deck too. Really cool. All right, so I've kind of gotten hits and messages off of each of these decks, so I'm just kind of striding through this. So this girl stopped me in my tracks. I don't think I've ever seen a woman wearing armor sitting with her legs crossed before. I mean, can you cross your legs when you're wearing armor? I just feel like this is a message for someone so bold and so fearless. Fearless? They're fearless. Why are they fearless? I mean, they have this coin in their hand. And the weird thing is, I feel like, not that they're bluffing. It's not that extreme. Notice we're getting away from extremes right now. But not that they're bluffing. They're good for it. They've got they've got everything, but also I feel that they know they have to also tap into the ground and get grounded. They also have to come down to earth and pull from with, how do I say this? I can see it. How do I tell you the energy of it? This person understands that although they are something special and they've got something special and they've got real leadership skills that are stronger than most people's leadership skills, caveat, that's not all there is to this person. They're so much more than that too, and more than most people see in them as well. But it's more how they are choosing to wield certain abilities. They're literally, this person is doing like, I want to say this person is doing the most, but like in the best way. This person's doing the most that they can do to mend fences. This person's doing the most that they can do to build faith and trust and create community and identify people's strengths and use them. So this person has kind of got her shit together, and I'm loving this, honestly. But I also need to emphasize that, like, that one foot on the ground is telling me, like, they understand they need to be grounded in. I don't know if that means grounded into reality or grounded into a community, or they need people around them to buy in, be involved, embrace some things. I don't know. But however that applies, this person is very powerful. You know, I kind of feel like, what about it? You know, I described the person, but I don't really see what they need. But maybe there's a message coming through for someone who sounds like this person. Okay. I think I'm actually going to use this tarot deck, the Tarot Draconis. This is a good one. I like it. Just making a little space. So, for those of you who don't know what's happening now, I'm going to lay out 10 cards. It's a Celtic Cross spread. And I'm hoping to get a message that's more general than specific. But if specific things do come through, you can just ask yourself if it sounds like that's something in your life. You know, don't try to make things fit if they don't. By the way, for those of you who don't know, my name when I'm doing tarot and dancing and writing is Lilac. And you probably, if you visited my YouTube page, you'll notice that I am the Lilac Broom. Okay, let's see. First card out. Some kind of dragon, and it's a number 1. Oh, I see. It's going to be one of those tarot decks. Well, that's fine. I don't need to worry about that because this person is getting struck with an idea. Something kind of big, you guys. Yeah. Like, look at this guy sitting on a pile of gold coins and seeming very chipper and happy. Like, I feel like this idea brings joy and prosperity to what I perceive to be many. You know, I want to say it's pretty widespread influence. This person's origins seem to be someone who's really been through a time of loss and pain and suffering and poverty even, and still, you know, still emerging. Like, people, I think people see them in an upside down way. I don't know what that means. I mean, when I say upside down, I think of Stranger Things. So I'm like, okay, what happened in the upside down? I mean, it almost makes me think this person has, who's going to bring about, like, they're going to have this either great invention or idea or just success, and it's going to bring prosperity to others. And this person came from hardship, and still sees themselves as impoverished and behind. or something. You know, they don't really see themselves the way they ought to, I guess, in a correct way. I don't know. Perception is perception. Um, you know, wow. And what's happening is a transformation. I don't know where that word just came from. I have to, so guys, if you read tarot, what's happening right now is there's no way for me to identify what tarot card is associated with the cards in this deck. So I don't know why they called it a tarot deck, but first of all, I love it and I don't care. So I have to read these more like an oracle card. So I am going by my like intuitive hits on this, and transformation is what I'm getting. Transformation of themselves, transformation of other people. I don't know. Let's find out. This person inside feels like they have to protect people. Yeah. They have to protect people, and sometimes in a really big way. They feel very protective, like an older sibling kind of feeling. For the present moment, they feel like they're in an upside down world because they don't have any freedom to move in the directions that they want to move. I feel like we talked about this earlier on when I said someone was considering taking a path. So here's the dealio. And it's not heavy, okay? It's really light. Right now, this person feels highly restricted, but the fact of the matter is that could change so very quickly, you know, in positive ways, in ways one has no idea to anticipate. So hang in there and have some faith in this. I hope if that resonates for someone, they find it really reassuring, because I think it's really cool. Yeah, they're worried about being trapped. Yeah, this person's got a lot of deep insecurities. Once those, there's nothing to be done, honestly. Like, it's not, the advice here is not stop feeling insecure. It's not. There's no advice. It's just saying, like, you're feeling these insecurities because what it appears to be on the outside is sort of an impossible situation, right? Not earth shattering, but if you've ever had to go through something that had to drag out for X amount of time and you had to hang in there, right? Because it was a time thing, then you understand this feeling, you know? But yeah, I guess I'm just like, I don't know too much about physics, but I guess I'm just feeling like time isn't what you think it is. And so try to stop thinking about it right now, because it's all going to resolve itself in a way that you cannot see coming. I can't even see it coming. I love this. Yeah, it's like there's a guardian assuring. And okay, guys, didn't we have, remember the girl with the armor who had with the legs crossed? Hello. This was her before. This is how she gets there, guys. The confident lady with the armor, the grounded one, she got there in battle. But you know, the battle, it might be a battle with themselves. It might be an actual cause that needs to be addressed. I don't know. But that was deep with that particular deck. I'm feeling like an Archangel Michael. Okay. Whew. I am burning some incense. It's called Love Spell, and my really sweet boyfriend bought it for me. And you guys, or shall I say girls, if you remember that Love Spell fragrance from, was it, I don't know, was it Victoria's Secret? I don't know, but it's like famous. Anyway, it smells just like that. Wait, my sister Jessica would know. I can't remember, but she'll know. I'll ask her. All right, Archangel Michael. He actually said, yes, I'm in the ship. Okay. The person you're asking about is trustworthy. Well, that's cool. Okay, guys, is somebody thinking about a person at the moment that they felt like they needed more insight about, because the person you're asking about is trustworthy. Well, let's read about it. The person. This is my intermission music. I make it myself with my mouth. Oh my God. Did I lose pages? I don't know. Let's move on, guys. I can't let it go. Where is it? Okay. You know what? I may be missing a page in there, but the person you're asking about. So let's get another Archangel Michael card, because I couldn't find the write-up for that one. It's time to leave an unhealthy situation. Those seem really straightforward, guys. And don't beat up on yourself if you are in an unhealthy situation. We've all found ourselves in that, predicament in one way or another. All right, the book says, Archangel Michael has heard your pleas for help, and his answer comes to you through this card, leave. You've been enduring a toxic situation for far too long, investing time and energy that isn't yielding healthful results. That's a mouthful. This experience isn't beneficial for you or the other people involved. You don't need to remain in negativity, beloved one. Walk away without guilt or hesitation. The angels will assist you to ensure that the parting is as harmonious as possible. And Archangel Michael will shield and protect you. Follow your inner guidance every step of the way, and the transition will be smooth. I love it. Yeah, it talks a little bit. I'm just kind of glancing at the last bits. It talks about seeing a relationship counselor, detoxifying from alcohol, cigarettes, or drugs. Speak honestly to someone with whom you're having difficulties. Eat a more healthful diet. I think these are really important things. Get a second medical opinion. Consult a divorce attorney. Move to a new home. Make sure that your environment is free of chemicals and toxins. That last one kind of hit me personally, because my son is totally tearing his room apart and cleaning and everything, and I'm thinking to myself, oh good, now we can clean it better, and that'll clear the toxins that build up around the house. And I think that's important. Anyway, that's Archangel Michael's message. Let's see what else we got for you. Okay, so they're saying just round it out with the Enchanted Map Oracle. All right, what last bits must I say, because you made me come on here and my dinner's getting cold because I was cooking, and I was I just need to make sure the chicken is cooked all the way through so that I can shut it off so I can go make this video. Good grief, you guys. And my rice is probably ready. Anyway, I'm not even hungry. I'm just annoyed. There we go. Number 35, education. We don't need no education. The number is 35. And you guys, I work in an education environment, so I'm fascinated already. Let's see what it says in the book. There we go. Life is filled with lessons. Be teachable. Oh my God, I love that so much. Okay. Wisdom comes from participating in life, not just reading about it. This card suggests that you might not have enough knowledge about what you seek. the direction to take, your circumstances, or the nature of your inquiry. Important information is coming. Now is the time to go to school. Ask a person who might know more than you do, or find a teacher or a course of study so that you can more clearly understand what the next right action must be. I love that phrase. The next right thing, or whatever. Isn't that from Frozen too? Sometimes life unexpectedly sends you to an unfamiliar school. Oh my God, that's cool. And you must learn by experience. Now is a time to be teachable, open to changing your preconceived notions. Be a student and be willing to state the most powerful mantra of all. I don't know yet. Wow. That's pretty cool too. They're saying that feels like enough. Well, you heard it there. Or did you? Oh wait, I have one more deck. Please, can I just keep going? Okay, one more. The Celtic one, remember guys? One more Oracle card. I haven't seen you all in so long, and I can't see you. But if you're watching this video, first of all, God bless you. You have a lot of patience for me. Secondly, thank you. I hope it's helping. This deck is so cool. I love the color, and the texture is really neat. It has like a weirdly like powdery and a bit dry. I feel like I'm describing a beer. The Herbalist, number 36. Interesting. And our last card was number 35. For those of you following along at home, the Herbalist, you guys. Herbs, medicine, and healing. Oh my God. Weird, right? Because I just said, oh, I work in education at my job, right? But my job is also in the medicine field as well. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Are these cards talking to me? Is there a book? Yeah. Let's see what it says. Number 36. So, basically, 36? Okay. Must be like the last card in the book. Oh my gosh, is it? It is. It's the very last card. Okay. The Herbalist is calling to you. Have you always been drawn to herbs? It's time to venture further into learning what the botanical world has to offer you. Plant spirit medicine awaits you, and there's so much healing, wisdom, and excitement waiting for you. You may want to study formally or just dabble in making herbal salves and whatnot. Know that whatever path you decide to take will be full of rewards. There are so many plant spirits waiting to help you on your journey. Okay. I'm not going to read the rest of it because listening to me read from a book is probably super boring, but I'm a big proponent of plants. In fact, I was just telling my son, it was right when I told my son that I wanted to help him make room in his bedroom to put some plants. That was when I got that message that I needed to give a message. So, we decided that part of changing that environment for him and releasing toxins and giving it a fresh new feeling is bringing in the introduction of plants to A, freshen the air and cleanse it, and B, lighten the spirits, and C, give him something to take care of. Like just every so often, remember to give a plant some water. And before you know it, you'll be full on adulting. If only. Oh God, please. Please let him be able to do that. Okay. This video took a turn. We're leaving here now. I send you away in peace. Namaste. I hope this message helped.